Most people try to avoid pain and suffering at all costs. But what if I told you that suffering is actually the doorway to greatness? And the worst thing that can ever happen to you could actually become your most powerful weapon. This statement sounds backwards, doesn't it? This is because we have been taught to run from suffering since the moment we were born. Suppress it, escape it, fix it. But here is the truth. Every single person who ever did something truly great went through something truly hard. Not around it, not over it, but through it. In this video, we're going to break down exactly why suffering can lead to greatness and how you can start using your own suffering not as a prison, but as the path to greatness. By the end of this video, you won't just understand suffering. You'll know how to transform it into something greater. Let's begin. Most of us live our lives on autopilot. We distract ourselves with busy schedules, shallow conversations, and endless to-do lists. We build identities around things that are fragile, like our jobs, our status in the society, and even our relationships. But when something breaks, and suddenly the mask falls off, perhaps a breakup, a health crisis, a betrayal, or worst of them all, a loss. Whatever it is, suffering cracks the shell you thought was you. And beneath it, you're left with something uncomfortable. The raw truth. That is when self-awareness truly begins. Pain invites you to ask deeper questions like, who am I without this role? What have I been running from? What do I actually want? This awareness can feel overwhelming at first. It can bring up shame, fear, and even grief. But it is also the moment where change becomes possible. Because you cannot evolve when you're not willing to see eye to eye with your suffering. Start by noticing when you feel discomfort, either physically or emotionally. Don't immediately distract yourself. Sit with it. Ask yourself, what is this trying to tell me? If possible, keep a suffering journal. Each time you feel emotionally off, write down the event and how it made you feel. Then ask yourself why it hurt you so deeply. What identity or belief did it threaten? The more honest you are, the faster the illusion shatters and the faster your deeper self emerges. Your pain is not trying to destroy you. What if it is trying to introduce you to the real you? Whether it is ancient myths or modern icons, one theme is universal. Suffering precedes transformation. Before the phoenix rises, it burns. Before the hero conquers, they fall. Moses wandered the wilderness. Mandela endured in prison. Oprah overcame deep childhood trauma. Suffering is not a detour. It is the trial where identity is stripped and your true essence is revealed. Why? Because comfort never forces change. Comfort lets us coast. But suffering? Suffering demands change. It forces us to confront what is no longer working. It shatters the ego and makes space for the truth. When you are going through hardship, shift your language. Instead of, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this preparing me for? What version of me is being asked to die? What new version of me is being born? What life did you live before the suffering began? Now, imagine a version of you who has healed from this pain. How do they walk, talk, think? You're not broken. You're becoming. When you have suffered truly, something changes in how you see the world. You stop judging so quickly. You start listening more deeply. You develop empathy not because you read about it, but because you have felt it and been in that position before. That pain becomes your access point to a new vision, not just for your life, but for others. The greatest leaders, healers, and creatives don't serve because they have all the answers. They serve because they remember the pain. Take time to reflect on the pain you've experienced. Then ask, who else is quietly going through this? What would I have needed when I was at my lowest? How can I become that for someone else? This is how your story becomes a medicine. This is how your private suffering becomes public service. Even small actions like a message, a post, a conversation can create ripple effects. You don't have to be perfect to lead. You just have to be honest. If you want to do something meaningful, don't just learn to succeed. Learn how to suffer and keep your heart open. Suffering is inevitable, But suffering unconsciously, that's optional. To suffer well means to stay awake while it happens. It means feeling it without becoming a victim, grieving without drowning in despair, rising without numbing the lesson. There is a difference between pain that breaks you and the pain that builds you, and it all comes down to how you respond. Here is a process on how to suffer well. Firstly, name the emotion you feel in that moment. Don't use vague language. Say, I feel abandoned. I feel forgotten. I feel scared. Naming emotions you feel takes away confusion and builds self-compassion and clarity. Feel it fully, not just for 5 minutes. Really sit with the emotion. Set a timer for 10 minutes and allow whatever needs to surface without any judgment. Don't let it get stuck. Cry, walk, journal, paint. Turn the emotion into motion. Ask yourself, what is the gift inside this? You don't have to find it right away, but trust that it exists. If you can stay with your suffering even when it is hard, you're already halfway to greatness. So we learned that suffering is not a punishment. It is a pathway. It wakes you up. It reshapes who you are. It opens your eyes to others, and it gives you the tools to lead with truth. You are not meant to avoid the pain. You are meant to grow from it, because within your suffering is a seed, a spark, a blueprint for the future you. If you can sit with the ache and breathe through the tears and keep moving with your heart, you will become someone who doesn't just survive hard things. You will become someone who transforms because of them. And that is what greatness is made of. If you learned anything important from this video, you can subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, which will help elevate your mind and soul. May God be with you.